Hey, welcome back to Fixing Things. The motor was was bad. Tuck it right up here in my beard or something. That'd be all right. We got to see if the Mihal truck even starts. Choke, neutral. Come on, baby. The fuel filter here is empty. But it's just that big, beefy bumper. Wide, we may have to cut it down. And I put an Evolution the brackets are too far apart. Take two. And I'm going to weld all this stuff up. It is hitting the bumper. That's what I'm talking about. Can't wait to drive this thing. Man, I got to clean up this mess. Hey, welcome back to Fixing Things. My daughter's minivan is still here. So guess what? Last night I decided I was going to go ahead and put the new window regulator in. I wasn't going to make a video on it. And the reason why I wasn't going to make a video on it, because I already got a video with the window regulator that it went bad. I did take it apart and I found out that the motor was bad. The little wire was touching the ground inside. What's wrong with my eyes? Anyways, the tape fell off, holding the window up, and the window shattered into a gazillion pieces down here inside. And now I ordered a window. So the window's coming local. I bought it on eBay, but we're not working on this today. So today we're working on the Mihal truck. You've been asking for it. You've been asking for the Mihal truck, and we're going to be doing the Mihal truck. Hopefully the Mihal truck starts. I'm also testing out a new microphone right here. So we'll see if that thing works good. I'm trying to cut down on a lot of the echo that's in this room. Some people have been complaining about the sound quality when I'm inside the garage. They said the sound quality when I'm outside. And so when I go back and reviewed, it's the echo in the room. So when I pull the camera farther away, the microphone tends to pick up the echoes in the room. And when I pull it up close, like this right here, it sounds awesome. But so if we keep the microphone close to my face, maybe I'll tuck it right up here in my beard or something. That'd be all right, right? But anyways, we got to see if the Mihal truck even starts. Now, it's been over there in that field for 3 months. 3 months. I haven't started it or anything. And the reason why we haven't worked on it is because of the weather. And not because it wasn't too cold or anything, but we've had just so much rain. We had a little bit of snow. And it's over there in the field. And that field is soft when it rains. So we've been about 4 days now without rain. This is Tuesday. I got to go to work tomorrow. Yesterday I spent helping Roger on the deck over there at his trailer over there, him and Nancy's trailer. And today's my day to work on the minivan. I'm not working on the minivan today. I'm working on the me haul truck. So hopefully it fires off. I think if I move it, things are gonna fall, so I gotta be careful about that. But you seen on the caption, we're putting a giant Texas style bumper on the front of the me haul truck. So it's a tractor trailer bumper on the me haul truck. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I think it's going to look awesome. So this truck is the same width as a tractor trailer. A regular pickup truck would stop right here. And this has got like 8 inches here on this side and another 8 inches wider here. And the tires are the exact same width as a tractor trailer would be. So the bumper should fit decent on this thing. Now the old bumper mounted right here and it raised it up. I can't have it raised up for the simple fact that the bumper would hit the hood when I open it up. I gotta find the keys. Keys to the me haul truck. And I am so glad to be starting on this thing. Choke, neutral, atomic batteries to power, 3 pumps. Come on, baby. That's a good sign. All right. It's time to pop the hood. So on further checking, the fuel filter here is empty. Man, I hope we ain't out of fuel. I think we're out of fuel. I think we got to put some fuel in it. So I'm thinking the fuel that I put in the me haul truck was ethanol fuel. It has a high evaporation rate. It's made for fuel injection systems, not carbureted systems. So just a note for all you guys out there, the non-ethanol fuel is designed for carburetors, has a lower evaporation rate. That's why you use this stuff in your lawnmowers and stuff like that. Your fuel injection system doesn't have a way, the cap is designed where you have no evaporation. Therefore, the ethanol fuel is not as bad as everyone makes it out to be. The alcohol actually raises your octane level in it. But once it evaporates, it's the worst fuel in the world. It won't even, I did a video on it. You can go back and check it. All right, let's go on up there. Out of gas. That's some good smelling gas right there. So I think we're leaning slightly this way. I think all the fuel sloshed into, I got to get that other tank fixed because it's round at the bottom and the fuel pickup and everything, and I had a couple episodes of cleaning it out. It's got 3/4 of a tank in it now, and I think we're gonna, now that I have access to the tank, we're gonna take a pressure washer and go inside and pressure wash that tank out. Oh, I see gas at the bottom, so that means there's enough. So if you ever tried to prime a thing, this is the vent tube. It goes right into the bowl. And since it has a vent tube, it's going to evaporate. Alright, probably got a little too much in there. It'll be alright. Don't want to drop that down the carburetor. I shouldn't need to pump it. Choke's already engaged. I don't see no gas pumping in it yet. So right now it's just living off the gas in the carburetor. Oh yeah, we got gas. She's running. She's running. Success. So now we have ample room to work on the Texas style bumper. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. So for all you don't know what a Texas style bumper is those bumpers like drag on the ground. This is not going to drag on the ground, but it's just that big beefy bumper. We got big beefy fenders. You can go back and see how I installed the big beefy fenders on here. And we're going to put a this is a big beefy truck. The Mihal truck. What's going on with my hair? I'm always having problems with my hair. I want to thank all my listeners out there. Really. All the kids from the Steampunk Parlor. I want to shout out to all y'all. I know you guys wait to watch it. Matter of fact, it's some of you that have been saying, Pastor Bill, when you gonna do another episode on the Mihal truck? We want to see the Mihal truck. Oh, Pastor Bill. So we got an episode on the Mihal truck, right? And we're gonna put a tractor trailer bumper. Now it won't fit on here. There's no brackets made for it or anything else. We're gonna have to fabricate our own brackets and everything else. And so I got to go carry it over here. It's like really heavy. And this old man, he goes, ouch. Remember, I got the operated shoulder. I got the operated fake hip. I got the vertebrae with the arthritis in it and collapsed stuff and the bulges on it. Oh. And usually once I pick up something heavy, it compresses. Let's get it done. I'm putting that bumper on today. Today. I just got it here. Carried it over 100 feet. This thing is heavy. When I first bought it and I seen the price, I thought it was maybe just a bumper cover. I can tell you by picking it up, this is a bump. This thing is humongous. Let's open it up. Take a look. I have not looked at it. You can see the packaging is kind of tore. You can see it's. Let's open it up. Don't fall. I'll go get a fresh blade. Oh gosh. You know what I ought to do? I need to get my, I need to set it down. I need to get my sawhorses out here. Oh, let me go get my sawhorses. Oh, goodness. I'm not going to cut myself with the knife. I'm not going to cut myself with the knife. Pastor Bill, you're always doing sketchy stuff. I'm not going to cut myself with the knife. I could have got it with like all the chicken lights and all that stuff on it. But I said, nah. But I mean, I am a mud duck stomper. And what's a mud duck stomper without a gazillion chicken lights around his rig? Just imagine talking on the CB, squashing mud ducks, going down the highway with a gazillion chicken lights all drilled in the bumper and down the side. Maybe that's coming up. I'm a super trucker. Wouldn't you like to be a super trucker too? Ooh, it's got oil on it. Ugh. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Oh. Oh. I gotta get the oil off of me. So, made in Taiwan. That's why it's got all this stuff over it. So when it's on the sea, the truck, the ship coming across the ocean, it doesn't flash rust. It shouldn't rust. It's got chrome plating. So I'm sure the chrome plating is not the best. What I need to do is find the center. 7 7/8. Double check. Now it's time to set the bumper on the truck. I measured it. It's definitely wide. We may have to cut it down. We'll see what it looks like. Ugh. Oh my gosh. Ugh. I want to go on there. Oof. Don't fall. Alright, plan B. I guess I gotta make the brackets just with measurements. So that's what I gotta do. Let's see what I gotta do. And was it 1 3/4 inches? It should bolt right on with these 2 bolts. Then make a bracket here to go onto the other bolts. Exactly 12 inches that way. And exactly 12 inches that way. Alright, I got a plan B. I opened the hood and the hood drops down below to right about here-ish. So I got to get a bracket below that. So I marked some holes. That's the edge of the bracket. I mean the edge of the frame. This is the driver's side. So I'm going to mark one exactly the same out of this. We'll weld another piece and we'll bolt it onto the bumperish. Whatever it is, we're going to duplicate it. Man, I got my new metal cutting saw. What a perfect opportunity to use it. Let's pull it out. Perfect opportunity to use it. L extension cord right here. Perfect. This is an old miter saw, and I put an Evolution blade on it to cut metal, and we've used it one time so far to cut a piece of rebar, only when I tested it. So this will be the first real world test that I do on it. So let's see if it works. That looks pretty good. Now we got to drill our holes. That's going to melt that. Wrong side. Perfect. Perfect. All right, so I made some marks that are on the bumper that are exactly the width of the frame rail. So now we need to cut a couple pieces to put there, and then we'll weld them onto here. All right, I grounded down the ends of the stove bolt so it'll fit through the hole nice and snug. I got them all torqued down except for this one. Now we need to put a little piece of metal in between, weld it all up. That's the plan anyways. Alright, so I need to put another bracket right here that will weld right to it. So let me cut 2 more little short pieces of bracket, and that way we'll have it it'll face it. Here's the frame rail. Here's the other piece. It needs to go right there-ish. All right, so I left an 1.75 inch gap here, and also at the one over here. And this will be face welded to my brackets coming out here. All right, I think we're ready to set it up here. I clamped, just using some C-clamps, I clamped on a piece of metal for the bumper to sit on, and then we can weld it up around there onto the brackets. So let's see. Hopefully I won't drop it again. All right, I don't like it. I'm going to shorten this bracket up. Shorten these brackets up here considerably. So we'll take them over to the chop saw, and I want to get the bumper closer. I like it closer. All right, so instead of trying to weld this on the truck, I went ahead, cut the brackets, and I measure over to my 33 3/8. Got it. Hopefully I got it squared. I'm going to double check it before I weld it, and I'm going to weld all this stuff up. Right on the line, I got 16 3/4. Exactly right. Oh my gosh. Well, it looks like it's going to fit. So right now I'm pretty sure my hood is going to hit it. I still got to drop it down a little bit. But I can think I can loosen up the bolts and drop it down. It doesn't have to drop much, just a little bit. Just step back away from it. It is hitting the bumper. But I like it higher. So Here's my hood catch. I'm thinking if I put a nice rubber stopper in here, it'll hold it back. So let's see if I can't find something, because I like it the way it sits. That looks good. I mean, it's just, well, it's hitting it pretty good. Needs to be right there. Got the welder. I can actually just weld that in place. It works. Oh yeah, not touching. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Did it move? Oh, it's still touching. I'll get it though. I can still drop it. I can still drop it down some. I think it just sprung back up. Look at that bumper. That bumper looks good. Woo! I told you I had some good stuff coming up for you. Mounting that bumper on there, man, wasn't that bad. Just make some brackets up, do some precise measurements, and it don't look too bad. So when you look right there, that's just a little bit past the fender. Same thing over here. So when you line it up with the rear fender, that's not bad. That ain't bad at all. Yeah. Scratch it up a little bit right there. We're gonna fix it. I got plenty of the paint. Whew, that's it for this episode of Fixing Things. Man, that bumper looks awesome. Hey, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Man, I tell you, I was pressured for getting a video out this week. Really was, and I was going to kind of save this for next weekend, but I had to get something out good for you because you guys been asking me. You got Pastor Bill, when you going to start working on the me-haul truck? And all my kids out there at the steampunk parlor, when I cut their heads, they're all watching my video. God bless you lot, you guys. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Hey, if you like the content on my truck and fixing these other things, hey, like and subscribe. Man, I sure would appreciate it. I got some car shows coming up, and we're going to take the me-haul truck to them. We're also going to try to get to Ford Fest. I think it's in Kentucky, and we're probably going to take the Pinto to Ford Fest. But the Pinto will be done. Well, maybe not be pretty, but it's going to be done. And my wife's going to drive it. She's not going to drive it there. We'll put it on a trailer. The me-haul truck was designed for pulling. It's going to pull the trailer and the Pinto there. I mean, this thing used to go cross country. It can go across country again. Man, I got this thing fixed up good. That thing motor runs smooth as glass. Whew. That bump, I'm ecstatic. I'm ecstatic. I gotta get some license plate mounts on it and maybe put some fog lights on it. I don't know. Some chicken lights. Maybe some duck lights. God bless you. I will see you on the next Fixing Things with Pastor Bill. Man, you see that bump? The thing, it's tight. I got to get it down a little bit. Nothing that we can't fix. God bless you. I'll see you on the next one. Man, that thing looks good. I can't believe it. Woo! I can't wait to drive this thing. Man, I gotta clean up this mess.